Welcome everyone to Rfpw Fight Night episode 190. 1 week before the final pay-per-view of the season, live from the Zandalini in Amsterdam, the Netherlands. And it is going to be an exciting one. You don't want to miss out on that. It's going to be a real slobber knocker. I'm going to kick tonight things and proceedings off with the European champion. And the European champion is Jackson Oak. And Jackson Oak, don't forget, he's got a great start, well, near great finish actually to the season by defeating Edward Jackson, fending him off for the European title 2 weeks ago on Fight Night 188. And tonight he'll just have a final 101 match before next week's title defense. Excuse me. Use the hashtag Fight Night at RFPWEFed. For those wondering what, how, and why we are a little bit later, earlier than timed, because that is also mainly because we didn't want to avoid clashing with some other things, but moreover is because we've got many problems. We have broken teeth, broken ankles, we've got all of these things going on, so, well, hey, it's about to get dirty. And in dirty, I mean the opponent of Jackson Oak, the man from Italy, Mike Zandalini. Later on tonight, we'll declare the number 1 contenders for the tag team titles against between the Rainbow Lollypops and Brookes and Cooper. Let's see what goes on there. But we also have a grand main event of tonight between number 1 contender for the IFA title, Edward Jackson, against Jordan Rose. Moreover, also the number 1 contender for the women's title will be in action, Christina right up after this against Mercedes Ricci. And the women's champion Athena goes 1-on-1 against Lopez. Much action to be called, but let's see what we're gonna get. So we go, ropes already tied. Next week, the Winter Games pay-per-view, the final pay-per-view of the season, was going to walk into the new seasons as the champions. But make no mistake, very important to know that you have to sign up for the new season if you're a current roster member. Failing to do so will not resign you and would vacate your title. Ooh, so contracts still have to be signed with some roster members. But I can unveil that this tally it is right now that we have 6 new roster members for our 9th season of Rfpw commencing real soon. The start date to be announced, but we'll get to that real soon. Ooh. And expect Rfpw to become bigger, badder, and better than it ever has been. Zandalini with a 1 count. Ooh, close there. And hello everyone to you watching around the globe and around the world for this last episode of Fight Night right before that Winter Games pay-per-view. It's going to be an amazing amount of action here tonight. And let's hope everybody's going to get unscathed and without serious injury going into that Winter Games pay-per-view, or that will scramble up our whole match card. Ooh, 1 can for Zandalini. Off to a good start, but where do you go from here on out? To the outside now. I think that is a good, wise decision. Let's see how that develops. Lovely. Lovely work there. Into the steel steps. Jackson, the European champion, doesn't have to defend it tonight, but seriously, if he does get some aggravated damage done, then that's not going to help for next week's title events. Later on tonight, we'll be announcing who goes into that European Championship match. Oh, look at that. Jackson Oak. Can he win via count? Nope. Zandalini gets back inside. Just look at that. Wonderful. That's the way you want it to connect. Looking into the kill switch. Cover made. Road break. Unfortunate, but that's the way it is. Oh, it goes over. But as again said, Jackson, the European champion, has fended off Edward Jackson as his first challenger. But what will happen at the Winter Games? Ooh. If you thought about anything else on that, that is painful. Ooh, Canna now. Boys and Zandalini. Can he switch some momentum over? But look at that. Jackson Oak, the European champion. Wise in that. Takes over. Ooh, that might be it. 1, 2. And 3. The European champion, Jackson Oak, takes it all out. Leaves it on the line. Question asked by one of our great partners in Unify. Check out the Coalition's network partners in HPW, Valiant Wrestling Alliance, Unify, Pro Wrestling Network, and lest I forget, because I usually tends to be that way, I usually tend to forget somebody. Not on purpose, but I do. So as I mentioned, Coalition's Network, that's what we're on. Omega Man Pro Wrestling Network, Valiant Wrestling Alliance, HPW, and Unify Wrestling. It's going to be something. Jackson Oak, the European champion, victorious once again. And later on tonight, we will find out the challenger or challengers for the European title next week at the Winter Games pay-per-view. But next up, you will witness the #1 contender for the women's title in action. Here at the Ziggadam in Amsterdam, the Netherlands, you're going to watch a dancing diva from Rio, Brazil, ranked number 6 on the order of merit. The former women's champion, the former 3-time women's tag team champion, Mercedes Ricci. And we also want to thank our partners outside of the Coalition's network, CWA, 7 Seas Network, and YTW 18+. We will try to do that, yes. Somewhere Discontent is dancing. As always. As always. But yeah, I mean, if you can say anything about Mercedes Ricci, one of the fiercest competitors of the Rfpw ring in recent years, very much deserving women's champion. Jeez, I think that if anything can be said, Mercedes Ricci is one of the greatest mentors. But if you're really taking a look at what Mercedes Ricci has done, but what needs to be done furthermore, is that she's going to make the current #1 contender for the women's title. And she is headed from Beverly Hills, California, ranked #7 on the order merit. It's Christina Jean. So what can Christina Jean do? Next week she will face the women's champion, Athena. And Athena's on a roll. And we're going to see her in action later on tonight against Lopez. But first up, Christina Jean is going to give it a shot. Look at her. What a grand start. And just look at that. Ooh. If you thought about anything else than that, that's just pain. Pure agonizing pain on the arm. Christina Jean, wonderful start. And I think she's the right woman to go after Athena, saying the recent history that they've had. The backstage attacks, the backstage violence on both ends. Coming to no avail. Their TLC match last week at Fight at 189. And that is some form of injury dealt. Ooh. I mean, honestly, can Ricci avoid submitting, tapping out? Oh, she does. Christina Jean releasing the hold. And I think that is the best option she could have chosen. If you're new to Rfpw, just give us a follow on twitch.tv/Rfpw Network and subscribe to us on youtube.com/Rfpw2014. Furthermore, Christina Jean is your winner of this matchup. That was fast. Did not expect that. But that is the way it is. If you want to take a look at our full match card, check out the Twitch chat. We'll take a look at Christina Jean. She's done a solid performance. Let's say, if she's got what it takes next week to defeat Athena, the women's champion. But furthermore, we now get moving on with one-on-one action. The 1 versus 1, depending on how you look at it. First up, we are back here in Amsterdam, Netherlands, with the man from Birmingham, Alabama in the USA, ranked #12. He's the former tag team champion and the former EFED champion. It's Damian Valentine. Former Heartbreaker, former member of the Hype Show team. But I mean, just look at what is going on. I mean, if you come to take a look at the state of Rfpw, we've been revamping, rebranding but also making it for the better. And during this regular fight night, it reminds me to thank the staff of this season next to our grand new partners, the Coalescence Network, to propel us forward in our 9th season. Our 19th, can you believe this is near the end of season 8 of Rfpw's EFIT? Incredible. But let's not waste any time furthermore. Ranked number 2 in the order merit from Damian in the Netherlands. He is a former 2-time European champion and the longest reigning EFIT champion of all time, 600 days, and the winner of Wrestling Grand Prix of the United Kingdom 2021, Ricci. What are we looking forward to? The Men's World Championship. Yes, one. Let's take a look at the men's standings. Justice Stone and Kurvers have equalised 77 points. Let's see what that will bring to the table. It's going to be a very interesting situation. Let's see what we've got. Let's see what it's going to give. And I mean, the only thing that you can be unhappy about is that with all that's been going on, Kurvers might have sealed the deal a bit early in the season. Well, in came Justice Stone with that long European Championship reign, winning the Wrestling Grand Prix of the Americas. That was a significant change in the standings. Now just remains the question. What happens here? Let's ring the bell. Let's find out. Curves off with a good hit lock. And picks it up with a set of punches for Valentine. It's trying to attack the base. Taking out out the legs, out the power. But there it is, a huge suplex. And already going for the cover. One count. And Kurvers gets back up on both legs, both feet on the ring canvas. Valentine has to try and find a way to make this go in quickly. Swinging neck breaker. He's got a follow-up suit. Lovely leg drop. Where do we go from here on out? You know that many things come into pieces, and so does a Russian leg sweep. But look at that. There's Justice Stone. Justice Stone, the leader. The leader of the Order Merit. The co-tied in the championship. And Stone is like, I don't know what he's saying to Valentine. But he attacked Valentine. He's saying, oh, wait a minute. We're getting live audio right now. Listen up, mate. I'm looking for a 2 out of 3 falls match to end this season. Season 8. The World Championship. You and me. 2 out of 3 falls. Winter Games. What are we going to do? We're going to make this match. Don't worry about it. It's already been made. 2 out of 3 falls. Next week. Winter Games. You and me. Let's decide the World Championship. I'm going to make sure that I'm going to get the first one on my name. And I want you to get your second. So it's going to be a party. Don't forget that Stone always outweighs anything else. Pebble, not good enough. But Stone is where it is. And that's what we're going to get next week. The Winter Games pay-per-view. Justice Stone and Rick Kurvers. 2 out of 3 falls match. To decide the world champion of Season 8, the 2021-22 season. We also wish him the very best because IRL is out with with COVID, so we wish him all the best and hope he's there next week. But currently moving on with the number 1 contendership for the tag team titles. Rainbow Lollypops, former champions, against TK Cooper. And Chris Brookes. Brookes and Cooper. So that is going to be one hell of a grand match at the Winter Games next week. with Stone and Kurvers 2 out of 3 falls to decide the world champion of this season. As I said, 77 points each. Only one of them can win that world title. Let's take a look at if the Rainbow Lollypops, the former champions, can find their way back. And who's going to challenge Blight and Dallas next week for the tag team titles. Off for a good start by Jack Butler. Can he tag and will play it all? No. 1. Chris Brookes, veteran in the ring, over 1,000 matches across the world. Only so young still. Very experienced, a veteran of this squared circle, even in Rfpw. World title now back in the ring for the first time in a couple of weeks. Let's see if he's still got it. Look at that suplex. And I know shots fired by Will Play It All. Master manipulator of the mind as well. Let's check it out. Ooh, lovely. Behind the back. Could have hooked it for a pinfall attempt, but didn't go for it. Because Brookes now at it. But Plato has to find a way. He's going to try and make him go into the corner. Find a tag mate to Jack Butler. Off of the top rope. Ooh, damn. TK Cooper's like, tag me in, but not working. Reversed with a drop toe hold. And now TK Cooper tagged in. Let's see what he's got here tonight. How is he feeling? Jesus Christ. That's something. That's the way to enter a match. TK Cooper wasting no time at all to knock Jack Butler out cold. There it is. Test praise. Punches landing. Such a classic. And there it is. Oh, look at that. He hooked him over. Oh, 1 count. But that was dangerous, landing in the ropes with those legs. Could have easily, possibly broken up something. That's not what you want. Oh, boy. Where do we go from here on out? Just look at Jack Butler. He's trying to fend off TK Cooper. Great with a shoulder block now. Let's go. Hoisted up on the second rope. That's where Will Play has to move up a little bit. And here we go. From the top rope. Superplex. But look at Butler. It's like it didn't do anything at all on the cover, mate. 2 count. That's what you get with a new tag team. Always on the rise, and it's going to get better and better. But I mean, oh my goodness. Oh, swept off his fate. Capoeira style. So used for many fighting styles. Oh, he's even waving. Like, are you awake? Jesus. Some insult. And another suplex. TK Cooper getting the beating. Let's see where that heads on. In this match, what's the outlook? What are we going for? Of course, the #1 contendership on the line. Not willing to risk it all. Not just any exhibition match. Something's got to give. And there it is. Double the clothesline, double the fun. And a third one. Chris Brookes not done yet. We'll play it all in the corner now. Full neck breaker mode. Dropped hold. Reversal again. Pladle cutting off that ring in half. Avoiding to Chris Brookes to get to TK Cooper. Another shot fired. And now it's Chris Brookes, who does a cannon with it dropped hold. Seems a very popular move in this matchup. And well played all says, well, this should be done. It's not going to take much longer. Well, let's find out if that is actually correct. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. Let's go. In the corner now. It's Cooper. Oh, lands with a classic punch. Ooh. Let's hope that hasn't really taken out the nose of Pladle. Could have broken it. Canna now. I thought he went for a canna, but that didn't materialise. And so it's TK Cooper putting Will Pladle on these ropes. Up into harm's way. Look at that. And we're going for a second superplex in just only this matchup. And look at that. That's a holy spinning leg drop. Good night to Jack Butner. Cover made. No, a 2 count. Goodness. Oh, damn. I think you couldn't have ended it any other way. Let's go with it. Oh no, it's a top rope Hurricane Rana. And Cooper's like, yeah, that's fine. Butner's out cold, Pladle's on the outside. Doesn't know what has just hit him all. And there's Butner fighting back. Who's gonna go there? What have we witnessed? Well, we have witnessed last week on a pre-show that Blythe and Dallas and Brookes and Cooper went to a double can out, so that made it a draw. Jesus, the Kiwi of all swords and trades. 2 can again. Didn't think it was all possible, but look at that. These 2 tag teams are vying for it. Wanted to take a shot at Blythe and Dallas at the Winter Games. Oh, he's pointing. Is it enough? I don't know. Could be. Let's check that out. Like, come on. We all know what this needs to be. Ooh. I don't think. Oh, tag mate. I thought he was going to run into it with a clothesline. But look at that. Here's a double team. Oh no, that's a painful shot right across the face. Good night. But Will Pladle doesn't decide to go for cover after that great double team action. Tag team's always so really experiencing these special kind of team ups. But as you can say, the package following the busted open face of Will Pladle, and Cooper's like, yeah, that's what you're going to get with us. Is this what awaits Blythe and Dallas next week at the Winter Games pay-per-view? Maybe it is. Jesus. And the cover now. 1, 2, 3. TK Cooper and Chris Brookes move on to the Winter Games. I had not expected that at all. But Jesus, that was a hard-hitting matchup. Top rope hurricanrana, 2 superplexes, and great tag team moves. What more could you wish for? I don't think anything else than that. Crying out loud. If anything, that was really mending to pain. And they'll be feeling that for, I guess, the upcoming time. Commiserations to the Rainbow Lollypops, but congratulations to Cooper and Brookes. Moving on, next week, Blind and Alice. Tag team titles on the line at the Winter Games pay-per-view. The final pay-per-view of Season 8 of Rfpw. But let's move on because there's always room for more. I'm going to meet the man from Mississippi, Keith Owens, ranked number 15, and Lachlan Phoenix from Brisbane, Australia, number 16. That's like what we've got. Jesus, in the corner now. Lovely clothesline by Keith Owens. Let's see if that is enough to take him out. Goodness. I'm always so thrilled. Jesus, and a shot to the face by Owens. What on earth can you expect more than that? Leg drop now. But look at that. It's Lachlan Phoenix trying to mend it on the counter. And then there's Keith Owens coming in with the first cover of the match. Only a 1 count. But Lachlan Phoenix always trying to fight his way back. That's why he's a Phoenix. Always rising down when things get tough. Rising down. Actually rising up. Referee's in the way. Why is the referee pointing at him? Come down from the top rope. And he does brilliantly, but misses the moonstomp completely. That's a bit of a bummer. But now slides all around to connect with that kick. But there's the counter arm bar. And now look at Keith Owens. Ooh, lovely power bomb. Jesus. That's incredible. I don't think there's much less or more that you could ask for. But I really think that either one of them has really proven themselves in the last couple of weeks coming up. And also closing the gap on the order merit to number 14 Blake Elliot, number 13 the Pebble. So let's see what they've got. But who first can win up this match? It's going to be a close call. What we do know for certain is that the top 5 of this season has already been decided. The numbers 3, 4 and 5 guaranteed. Dallas in 3, Jeffrey Blind in 4 and John Woods in 5. Look at that now. It's Lachlan Phoenix. And he's got it. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. For Lachlan Phoenix. That was more than you could have bargained for. That's the way it is. Wonderful display. Leaves it with 3 more matches to go. You're going to find some amazing news coming about the new season, season 9 of Rfpw. 2K22 season, fully fledged, coming to you at the end of March. And that will be kickstarted. And that is the official breaking news. With our 9th anniversary show. 9th anniversary, can you believe it? That's how long we've been in existence. That's incredible. The Winter Games next week. Don't forget it. Write it down in your calendars, people, because you don't want to miss the final pay-per-view of the year, and in this case of the season. Season 8 of Rfpw. Brookes has something to say. And the audio is coming in right now. He's saying, well, we had a tough time against Blythe and Dallas last week. Double can out, a draw. So we are challenging you to a no disqualification, no can out match. No word breaks, even in our tag team championship match. And also be advised that we are officially announcing that we will win the tag team championship. So don't bother, just give him. And that's what we're going to witness next week. Cooper and Brookes, the veterans, challenging Blight, the owner of the company, and Dallas, the former IFA champion. But also Christina, Jean, and Athena go one-on-one for the Women's Championship at the Winter Games pay-per-view next week. Don't miss out. Speaking of the Women's Champion, here she is. She is ranked number 5 from Athens, Greece. She is the winner of the Wrestling Grand Prix of the Americas 2021 and the current reigning Women's Champion, Athena. I'm very happy with how that has gone down. And I think Athena really knows what she has to offer. Speaking of, what does she have to offer? Well, let's take a look, because the Women's Championship last changed hands by Athena winning it on January 7th against Ozanoma, nearly 2 months under her belt. And that's going to feel pretty good. Pretty good might not be enough, because she's going to face the number 10 of the order merit. It's Lollypops. And well, Lori, I think she's one of the toughest son of a guns we have. So let's see if this all is good. I mean, you can't argue with anything else than that is going to be a very interesting thing. So, for that also being said, I think Lopez has a good shot. She made it pretty far in the Wrestling Grand Prix, but other than that, it's been quite stale for her this season. Will Season 9 change that? That's what we'll find out. So if you are really looking forward to us, and if you're looking forward to join us, you can go to a website, and go to a website quickly, sign up for Season 9, the 2K22 season of Rfpw. Doesn't work, send us a tweet or DM on Twitter at RFWFed. Use hashtag Fight Night, of course, in public tweets, to join our roster for the new season. It's going to be grand, it's going to be big, it's going to be badass. Let's see what we've got. Ooh, but look at Athena. Alrighty. Pumping up some moves like she's Mercedes Ricci over here. But of course, she's a fighting champion. Let's take a look at Lopez. I told you, she's not one easy fate to defeat. So let's take a look. Oh goodness, a gut buster, full-fledged. But the armbar was broken up by the ropes. I think that you can't say anything else about it. But Lopez might change it round. I don't think Athena imagined to see such a fight with a 2 count now. Coming up so shortly before the Winter Games. And Lopez now moving up to all that. Oh, damn. Athena in sheer trouble too. But then again, the women's champion in trouble. Had not imagined that at all. Athena now. 2. But Athena is the women's champion for reasons. This close right here and she wins. Her match against Lopez and next week against Christina Jane. It's going to be even tougher. Oh my goodness, Lopez, she put up one of the best fights I have seen in recent history in the women's division. But Athena, oh man. I had not imagined that to have happened. How far can you make this happen? Athena has done a brilliant job of defending that women's title as well. Let's see if she can put up that great fight against Christina G next week when it matters at the Winter Games pay-per-view. But first up, we're going to move on with the number 1 contender to the IFA title, Ace Angel, going up against Blake Elliot. Ace Angel from Amsterdam, Netherlands, in his hometown. Wonderful display. Let's see where he goes from there on out. And Ace Angel, really a truly brilliant piece of force here in Rfpw. Always a force to be reckoned with. You cannot go on about what he's already accomplished. He's been championshipless, but that's alright. Always, every single match is a time that you can expect madness, chaos, all that. I don't know why, but it's just something about him that makes him unique. Unique. But he's so intense. He looks on as if nothing can touch him. But maybe something will reignite that spark to finally get that championship. And next week he will face one of the main eventers of tonight, Edward Jackson, for that EFED title. How long has Ace Angel look forward to this moment? I cannot understand how much desire you have to stay in that. That is the main thing. That is amazing. You can only be proud of what is transpiring in Rfpw. But let's not count out the former #1 contender to the European Championship from Sydney, Australia, ranked number 14. It's Blake Elliot. I don't think that you'll find anyone else that has tried for so long to stick part of it, even if he was in the sidelines, even if he was on the benches, waiting for another opportunity, for another match to prove his worth. And Blake Elliot has just done that. There's many that we still have to say if they will return to the 9th season of Rfpw. And I'm hoping that both these men will be part of that. And I can confirm you that Blake Elliot has resigned for season 9 of Rfpw. Also, the other people that have resigned are Dallas, Justin Stone, Justin Nova, Jackson Oak, Jeffrey Blythe, Dan Masters, Rick Kurvers, and John Woods. We also see some new names, and we'll announce them at the Winter Games because that's way more fun. Let's say if Ace has got what it takes to put away Blake Elliot so soon, no one count. Just look at that. Oh no. Nope. Not enough for Blake Elliot to get Ace Angel to tap out. No, not enough. Just not enough. But look at that. Oh, so close. You know, if you take a look at what sets these two apart, it's just a difference of power and agility. But the willpower, the heart, the bravery is both in them. That makes them so well. Look at that, Ace Angel says, yes, I'm thinking with my mind. It's more than that. And it is. That is the way it is. How much further can you go? Look at that. A back body drop like you've never seen it. Ooh, but now Ace Angel fighting back. Big body splash now. Look at him hammering with those punches. And the cover now made. 1 count. This is bizarre. Ace Angel in Amsterdam, the Netherlands does get to victory. The #1 contender for the IFA Championship gets things done. But it is close. I don't think that was expected. But again, mentioned you can't have it all. But Ace Angel really needed that. Because I lost so early. And so short before when it all matters for a championship. That might have started eating away. So can be very happy about that achievement. Well done. Well done. To Ace Angel. Let's find out if the IFA champion is ready. Let's go with it. It's time to meet it with Jackson. Going 1-on-1 with Jordan Rose. And here he comes, the current IFA champion from Chicago, Illinois. It's Edward Jackson. I know he is, been on the rise. #7 on the order merit. And that's for sure where he stays. Could gain position #6 from Dan Masters. As him having that IFA championship around his waist will come into play. Been on that relatively recent. But hey, is it enough? Who knows? Let's see if he outweighs the last reign that Dan had. Because if Dan Masters holds on to position #6, it's going to be a long while. But you know, it's not all as easy as it sounds or as easy as it looks. So let's see what goes on in between those heads. But for sure, Edward Jackson is the man to beat. The man of the moment. But yes, here we go. From here on out, this is what we're going to witness. And now I meet Jordan Rose. Jordan Rose from Roswell, New Mexico, ranked #11. Well, we've been hearing some things. They might have been lightly injured. Let's see if that really is the case. You don't know. It's always hard to tell. But let's hope it's not as aggravating as we hope it is. But I do think that Edward Jackson, the fight he is now, Jordan Rose stands no chance, but that is just the owner's opinion. But you never know. It's always give and take. But I really do think that this is all it needs to be. Oh, so here we go. 1. No, just a 1 count. And that is not good enough. A lot needs to be done. And look at that. There's where you have our Rfpw champion, Edward Jackson. Hoisting up Jordan Rose. Oh, Jordan Rose is over the counter. I think that took a little bit too long. But look at that. The takedown by the champion. Brilliant maneuver following up. Countering the counter. Look at that. There's the armbar involved. Road break. Referee says no. In the ropes. Got to get them out. Another armbar. Another road break. Still the hold applied, and that might have been enough if you repeat that. But look at the standing whistle by Jordan Rose. Not even a count. And that might be quite disappointing. Shot fired. 1, 2, 2. One, two. Look at that. If you know anything else, Edward Jackson, lovely knee strike into the corner. That might have just sent Jordan Rose and his will skyrocketed to the moon and back, and sent back again. And there's a setup power bomb into the cover. Rev in position 2. Surprising. That is really surprising. Ooh. 1, 2, and trade. Rfpw champion does what he does best, and that is winning this whole entire thing. I had no idea this was going to be that situation. But that is all we needed. And yes, Edward Jackson wins. And next week, we are back for the final pay-per-view of Season 8. The 2021-22 season. The Winter Games pay-per-view. Where all has been and will be decided. Until then, I will see you. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, follow us, share it, retweet. Pay us money, donate, save lives. Everyone matters. Good night.